Welcome, fellow adventurers. I'm Abigail.
And I'm Keith.
And you're listening to the Global Treasures Podcast. Imagine a place that tells a story spanning centuries,
where culture and nature intertwine to create something truly extraordinary.
That's the world of UNESCO World Heritage Sites.
We'll be your guides as we explore the 1,199 places across the globe, each one a unique piece of our shared human heritage.
Join us as we uncover hidden histories, legendary tales, and insider travel tips.
And in this second season, we're diving into the treasure trove of the 45 sites that UNESCO recognized back in 1979.
So fasten your seatbelts and let's embark on another adventure. History lovers and world travelers, Keith and I are about to guide you through the captivating maze of historic Cairo, where ancient wonders and vibrant culture converge. We're going to unravel the secrets of this extraordinary Egyptian UNESCO World Heritage Site, where every corner reveals a new chapter in the story of human civilization.
Imagine a city where minarets pierce the sky like a forest of stone, where the echoes of 1,000 years of prayers mingle with the calls of market vendors, and where every twist and turn of an alley might reveal a hidden architectural wonder. As we step into historic Cairo, the scent of spices and the sound of bustling bazaars fill the air, immersing us in a sensory journey through time. It's also known as Islamic Cairo or medieval Cairo.
But don't let those names throw you. Historic Cairo isn't just about Islam. It's a tapestry woven from the threads of many cultures and eras throughout history. This site encompasses areas built from the Muslim conquest in 641 AD, all the way through the city's modern expansion in the 19th century. Within its boundaries, you'll find the central parts of the old walled city, historic cemeteries that form the hauntingly beautiful City of the Dead, the imposing Citadel of Cairo, parts of the district of Bulaq, and even Old Cairo, which dates back to Roman times and includes magnificent Coptic Christian monuments. What sets historic Cairo apart is its astonishing concentration of Islamic architecture. It's like a living textbook of Islamic art and urban planning, boasting one of the largest and densest collections of historic Islamic architecture in the world. As you wander its streets, you'll encounter hundreds of mosques, tombs, madrasas, which are schools, mansions, caravanserais, which are travelers' inns, and fortifications, each with its own story to tell.
Let's take a whirlwind tour of some of the most breathtaking sites. The Mosque of Ibn Tulun, built between 875 and 879 AD, is not only the oldest mosque in Egypt to retain its original form, but also a rare example of Abbasid architecture from the classical period of Islamic civilization. Inspired by the grand mosques of Samarra in Iraq, it's often cited as one of the most beautiful in Cairo. Built when Alfred the Great ruled England, this mosque has stood for over 1,100 years. Then there's the renowned Al-Azhar Mosque, founded in 970 AD. This isn't just a place of worship. It's also one of the oldest universities in the world, competing with Koroyawin in Fes, Morocco, for that title. Today, Al-Azhar stands as one of the most, if not the most important centers of Islamic learning globally and one of Egypt's largest universities.
As we move through the centuries, we encounter the grand buildings of the Mamluk period from 1250 to 1517 AD. The Mamluks, originally slave soldiers who rose to rule Egypt, left an indelible mark on Cairo's skyline. The Mamluk sultans and elites were great patrons of religious and scholarly life, constructing massive complexes that often included a mosque, a madrasa, a khanqa, which is a Sufi monastery, water distribution centers, and mausoleums. The Mosque Madrasa of Sultan Hassan is a prime example. A structure so immense, it's said that materials from the pyramids themselves were used in its construction.
But historic Cairo isn't just about grand mosques and palaces. It's also home to deeply revered shrines and mausoleums. The Al Hussein Mosque, believed to house the head of Hussein ibn Ali, grandson of the Prophet Muhammad, is a site of great spiritual significance. The mausoleum of Imam al-Shafi'i, founder of one of the main schools of Sunni Islamic jurisprudence, is another important pilgrimage site. As we explore, we can't leave out the all-important city defenses. The walls and gates of Cairo tell a story of a city that has withstood the test of time. Originally built of mud brick when Cairo was founded as a palace city in 969, they were later reconstructed in stone and further expanded. The gates that remain today, Bab al-Nasr, Bab al-Futa, and Bab Zuwalaya, are marvels of military architecture, with innovative designs and beautiful decorations. Overlooking it all is the Citadel of Cairo, begun by the legendary Salah ad-Din, also known as Saladin, in 1176. This fortress, perched atop the Muqaddam Hills, served as Egypt's seat of power for centuries. Today, it's crowned by the 19th century mosque of Muhammad Ali, whose distinctive silhouette dominates Cairo's skyline.
No visit to historic Cairo would be complete without experiencing its vibrant commercial heart. The caravanserais, built by the Mamluks and Ottomans, once housed merchants and their goods. Today, in places like the famous Wikala al-Ghuri, you might catch a performance of traditional Egyptian dance, a living link to the area's rich cultural heritage. As we conclude our tour, it's clear that historic Cairo is more than just a collection of old buildings, too many to cover in a single episode. Rather, it's a living, breathing testament to the enduring spirit of a great civilization, where the past and present coexist in a lively tapestry of human achievement. Let's dive deeper into some of the most important historical events that shaped this extraordinary place. Keith is the one that digs into history, so start us off, please.
I love the stories that old cities tell. It's actually one of my favorite things to do when I travel. Dig into them and explore to find the smaller, hidden stories that you can't get anywhere else. So our story with historic Cairo begins in the 1st century BCE, with the construction of the Babylon fortress. This Roman stronghold would later become the heart of Coptic Cairo, a testament to the area's diverse cultural heritage. As we move through the early centuries of the Common Era, we see the foundation of Cairo's religious diversity being laid. The Coptic Orthodox Church takes root in 33 CE, and by the 4th and 5th centuries, we see the rise of significant Christian structures like the Church of Saints Sergius and Bacchus. But it's in 642 CE that we witness a pivotal moment in Cairo's history. The Mosque of Amr ibn Alas, the first mosque built in Egypt, marks the beginning of Islamic influence in the region. This mosque, actually still standing today, serves as a bridge between the ancient world and the Islamic Golden Age that was to come. The 9th century brings us Ahmad ibn Tulun, who founds El-Khattai and builds a magnificent Ibn Tulun Mosque in 879. This architectural marvel with its unique spiral minaret remains one of the largest mosques in the world and a prime example of Abbasid architecture. As we step into the 10th century, we witness the birth of Cairo as we know it today. In 970, the Fatimid general Jawar al-Saliqui founds Misr al-Qawir, or Cairo, as the new capital of the Fatimid Caliphate. This same year sees the establishment of Al-Azhar University, one of the oldest continuing operating universities in the world, and a beacon of Islamic learning.
Ottoman conquest in 1517 brought new influences, but Cairo remains a center of culture and commerce. The 18th and 19th centuries saw the construction of lavish palaces, like Abdin Palace, and the modernization of the city under Muhammad Ali Pasha and his successors.
The 20th century brings both challenges and triumphs. Cairo experiences rapid growth, political upheavals, and social changes. Yet, through it all, the historic core of the city endures. In 1979, UNESCO recognized the extraordinary universal value of historic Cairo by inscribing it as a World Heritage Site. Before we wrap up our journey through historic Cairo, let's arm you with some fascinating tidbits that will make you an expert of any travel conversation. Abigail, get us started.
Sure. Did you know that Cairo is the largest city in Africa, with a population of nearly 22 million people? It's a bustling metropolis that never sleeps.
While we focused on historic Cairo, the city is also home to one of the most famous ancient wonders of the world. That's right, the Great Pyramid of Giza, the last remaining of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, is right on Cairo's doorstep.
That's right. And speaking of ancient marvels, Cairo also boasts the largest ancient statue in the world, the enigmatic Great Sphinx. Imagine the secrets this silent guardian has witnessed over the millennia.
And for those of you who love a bit of modern superlatives with their history, here's a surprise. Cairo is home to the world's largest food court, which is right up my alley. So maybe after a day of exploring ancient wonders, you can sample a world of culinary delights all in one place. Also, the name Cairo actually means the victorious in Arabic, fitting for a city that has triumphed over centuries of change.
Despite being known for its Islamic heritage, Cairo houses some of the oldest Christian churches in the world, like the 7th century Hanging Church. And let's not forget education. Al-Azhar University, founded in 970 AD, is considered the oldest university still in operation, predating other ancient institutions like Oxford and Bologna. Today, historic Cairo faces new challenges: rapid urbanization, pollution, and the pressures of modern life threaten this fragile heritage. Yet efforts are underway to preserve and revitalize this extraordinary place. Conservation projects, cultural initiatives, and sustainable tourism strategies aim to ensure that the story of historic Cairo continues to unfold for generations to come. I'll cover more of this a little later.
As we finish up our historical journey through historic Cairo, you're probably left with the excitement of wanting to see the centuries of human achievement layered within this extraordinary place. From Roman ruins to Islamic masterpieces, this UNESCO World Heritage Site is a living testament to the power of human creativity and history. But historic Cairo isn't just a relic of the past. It's a vibrant, living city waiting to be experienced. Let's now turn to Abigail, who's going to guide us through what it's like to visit this incredible city today, offering insights to help you discover one of the world's most fascinating urban landscapes.
So this site garners almost 15 million visitors annually. To get there, you'll likely want to fly into Cairo International Airport and then either rent a car, take a taxi, or take a rideshare. Just plan ahead and do your research, because certain rideshare options don't operate in Cairo. I highly recommend taking a historic tour through a vetted site instead of trying to coordinate tickets independently with this one. Honestly, this isn't a site that gets solo travelers not with a tour group typically. Booking a tour provides you with a dedicated tour guide who will speak your native language, and Arabic is the official language in Egypt, just an FYI. Also, many will help coordinate transportation to the site that's air-conditioned. Don't expect that to necessarily be the rule. There are even wheelchair-accessible tours offered, which was a pleasant surprise. Old cities aren't known for being remotely ADA compliant regularly. You'll also have plenty of homestay and hotel options in the area too if you're looking for lodging.
All right, that's great stuff. So I know we've covered the food in Egypt before, but are there any specific local specialties?
Well, first off, you'll have lots of restaurant options as well. Some dishes I think are worth trying include kosheri, which is a dish that is traditionally made with rice, sometimes macaroni. I've even seen both rice and macaroni in the same entree. Sometimes it also includes lentils, chickpeas, and vegetables like onions. And usually it's in a very acidic tomato sauce. Also, shawarma is very popular. And shawarma is huge around the world, but for those unfamiliar, it's usually a protein like chicken, spit roasted, and sliced onto pita bread. And then usually there's some sort of like yogurt or white garlic-based sauce on top.
I know I've said this in previous episodes, but the food in Egypt absolutely sounds amazing, and I can't wait to go to give it a try. But let's transition for a bit. One of the best parts of our show is where Abigail explores some of the legends, paranormal, and conspiracy theories surrounding these sites. So, what did your sleuthing drum up this time?
Well, thank you for the kudos. So, I'll add that there are a lot of ghost tours offered if that's of interest to you. And I find this kind of interesting. At first, I thought to myself, well, no surprise there. But actually, the Muslim faith doesn't technically believe in ghosts, so it actually is a surprise that ghost tours are so popular. So, I'll start us off talking about an infamous haunted house on El Sharifa Dina Road, located in Cairo. The story goes that some time ago, a child fell off the terrace of a home and died. Since then, people have reported seeing the apparition of a young girl playing with her toys and walking throughout the house. Neighbors claim they hear screaming and crying in the night as well. Also, Cairo is home to one of the most haunted hospitals in the world, supposedly, Helwan Hospital. It used to be the palace of King Farouk, believe it or not. However, now, Helwan Hospital stands today, being used as a morgue for dead bodies. Many staff report witnessing unexplained noises and flickering lights. I wouldn't want to visit either of those sites, but if you're in the area visiting and choose to, you're braver than me.
Oh, who are you kidding? You totally want to go to that and drag me with you, even though you know I hate the scary stuff. All right, let's cover the last part of the site, the work that's being done to keep it safe and intact for future generations. Abigail, what did your investigations reveal in this area?
The boundaries of historic Cairo includes much of what Keith covered before: the historical streets and monuments and historical buildings. Given the city was formed more than 1,300 years ago, it's incredible that the neighborhoods, markets, and overall traditions have mainly been preserved. There is some neglect due to this being one of the most overcrowded areas of Cairo, though. But I would say that the two main issues are theft and population growth. Unfortunately, some of the Islamic monuments and artifacts have been stolen over the years, which means that the historic integrity is in danger. In terms of population growth, Cairo has a lot of people. It's been noted that there are zoning issues, which means that high-rise buildings are cropping up as well, due to the need for more housing. The architecture has, in some areas, been replaced with inconsistent buildings that don't necessarily use the authentic building materials originally used during construction. However, the physical heritage overall remains mainly intact and authentic. And I'm excited to end this episode by sharing that restoration of buildings, rehab, and renovation is part of Egypt's vision for sustainable development by 2030. They're working on finding a balance so that things like traffic, land use, environment changes, and just the overall breakdown of the infrastructure doesn't impact the ability for us to enjoy historic Cairo in the future. Thank you for listening to the Global Treasures podcast. If you would like to support the show, you can subscribe at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can also check us out on YouTube and TikTok.
As we conclude our journey through the historic center of Cairo, we'd like to both express our heartfelt gratitude for joining us on this adventure. Abigail and I are passionate about bringing these UNESCO World Heritage Sites to life, and we hope our enthusiasm has sparked your curiosity and appreciation for these marvels. If you found value in our work, we kindly invite you to leave us a 5-star written review. Your words not only help others discover the wonders of UNESCO's World Heritage Program, but also inspire us to continue our mission of sharing these remarkable places with the world. Each review, no matter how brief, is a cherished testament to the importance of preserving and celebrating our shared human heritage. We're immensely grateful to all our listeners who help spread the word about these incredible sites. Your support fuels our passion and ensures these treasures receive the recognition they deserve. So get ready for our next exciting expedition as we transport you to the sun-soaked shores of Croatia. We'll be exploring the historical complex of Split, including the magnificent Palace of Diocletian, a testament to Roman architectural prowess and centuries of vibrant urban life. Until then, keep your sense of wonder alive and your passport at the ready. The world's treasures await.